It is now just a matter of days before we will all be celebrating our American pride. And this morning we are putting the spotlight on the Brandon area as they proudly boast, get this, the largest 4th of July parade in the state. It's hosted by the Community Roundtable, an all-volunteer organization. Janine Nickerson is the president. And Rishi Nair is this year's Grand Marshal. Good morning.
Good morning, Carly. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, excited to have you on. Excited to say that we can, out of the entire state, the biggest 4th of July parade is right here in the Brandon area.
Absolutely.
How do we pull that off?
Well, we get a lot of people that are participants.
Yeah.
We have about 30,000 spectators, and so it's quite an ordeal to put all of this together and make sure everything matches up the way it's supposed to. And for as many people as come, it's really not a crowded event. It's really nice because you can get in easily and get out easily, so we encourage more people to show up.
I love that. And you say this is a family tradition, so this is something grandparents ended up going to. They like taking their grandkids and keep that tradition going.
Absolutely. We have people that have been in the Brandon community for years. As I said, we've been doing this almost 60 years. And they all come, they set up their tents ahead of time, sometimes as early as the evening before, so they have their spot because this is where they've been coming for years.
Well, let's talk about Rishi's spot because you have a very special spot in the parade. You're going to be riding in a Corvette as the Grand Marshal because you have just won a very huge competition. Tell people what you just accomplished and really took the national spotlight.
Well, I'm the 2016 National Geographic Bee champion, and the National Geographic Bee has been running for 28 years by the National Geographic Society, and it's basically a competition that tests students' knowledge of geography. That's the students are in 4th through 8th grades. So as a national champion, I received a $50,000 scholarship, a trip to Alaska, and in a Lindblad expedition, and a lifetime membership to the National Geographic Society.
Wow! What has life been like? Because you won this in May, correct? In May. All right, so it's just a couple weeks out. How has life changed for you?
Well,
you get a lot of media attention.
Yeah, it's been easier to win than face the media.
Us, the media. Yeah. Oh, we'll be easy on you today. So, have you been in a parade before?
Not as a Grand Marshal, but not that I know of.
Well, good. We're glad that we can mark that check mark off. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? You're going to Alaska as part of your contest, but where would you go?
I would most likely go to Switzerland and Austria because, well, for once I'm learning German on Duolingo, an app that teaches many languages, and the scenery and the mountains are just so good that I just want to go there.
When did you get into geography? When did you, have you always been into it since you were, as early as you can remember? Or when did you say, hey, this is what I really love to learn about?
Well, my first grade teacher, Mrs. Denise Williams, she saw my interest in geography, and then she gave me a book about the Dominican Republic. So after she saw me avidly reading that book and many other books, she talked with my mother about competitions.
Mom's in the audience, by the way. Very proud, I'm sure.
About competitions that test geography. So we found out about the National Geographic Bee in 2nd grade, and then from then I've been preparing for it.
And by the way, how many kids entered this in the beginning? I want to say, it was like
2.6 million.
2.6 million, and you beat them all. I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So when did you decide to say, hey, you know what? He needs to be part of our biggest parade?
Oh, absolutely. He's from Seffner, so again, it's a community, parade, and we want to make sure that we honor the people from the community. And we just found out about it about 2 weeks ago, I guess it was. We contacted him, and he said, yeah, he'd be more than happy to be honored to be our Grand Marshal.
Yes. All right. So you're gonna be at the front of the line, waving people. I hear all you have to do is smile and wave. You ready?
Yeah.
It's a big job.
Kind of.
So you practice.
And can you do it? Practice. There we go. All right. So give people, what's the best advice? Again, I love that you said even though it's very, very busy, it's still pretty easy to find spots still, and parking is good. But the trick is to get there early?
Get there early. The streets close at 9:30. Okay. And you need to be there in place by about 9:15 so that you don't run into too much traffic, so that you can't get into the parade area.
How long is the parade route? Do you know how many miles?
The parade is about 2 miles.
2 miles.
And it just goes up Parsons and then down Robertson, and that's the end of it. And we have a very lovely time, and we have really good people that participate.
I know you're still looking for volunteers as well. If anyone wants to find out more about the community roundtable, or if they want to volunteer, where would you send them?
They can go to our website, which is thecommunityroundtable.org. Make sure you go to org.
Okay.
Because if you don't, you'll end up in Canada, and they don't do a 4th of July parade the way we
No,
do.
they don't. Janine and Rishi, again, congratulations. Thank you for being on our show, and have fun on July 4th. I know it's going to be a blast.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
All right, and again, for more info, go to their website.